Greetings, salutations, fellow YouTubers and drone enthusiasts. We're going to get into unboxing the Autel Evo Lite Plus in this episode or this video. Appreciate you clicking, subscribing, joining, watching. Let's get into this. All right, so I've got the Autel Evo Lite Plus drone right here, still in its sleek packaging. As always, let's take a moment to appreciate the box design, clean and professional, just like the drone itself. So this drone is actually shipped inside of its carrying case. They managed to fit the whole premium package inside of the bag itself. You notice the little Autel Robotics insignia, a little bit of flair here for you. It comes with a nice shoulder carrying strap. Got a nice little carrying handle. Pretty convenient. You got two ways of kind of lugging it around. Makes it for easier transportation. The bag is a nice material. It's sturdy. It's definitely a thicker cushion, cotton or synthetic fiber. We'll go ahead and let's open this bad boy up and check it out. So the first thing we're taking out here is the accessory box. It's going to be a number of items, smaller kind of electronic wires and all that good stuff is going to be in there. We're pulling out here is one of the lithium batteries. So these are definitely larger size batteries compared to other competitors. It's got a big round LED circle light up. It's got the spring-loaded locks that will lock into the drone and the charging port. Two are here on the side of the bag. There's an area for two, or slots for two inside of the bag. The third they sent attached to the drone. None of them do come charged, so it's definitely necessary to charge the batteries up before any type of flight, because obviously they're not going to be charged up. So we'll go ahead, open the accessory box here. A couple of charging wires. So inside of the premium bundle, there's going to be 6 propellers included, 6 additional propellers for any future mishaps, future fixes, or just replacements of the props themselves. All nicely packaged. These propellers are definitely a little bit bigger comparatively to any nano size drone or smaller drone, as this drone is definitely a little bit on the mid-range size comparatively. Moving on, we're going to open up this next little goodie bag here. So inside this bag is the 3 RC cords for the phone to remote control. 3 cords included is a USB-C to Lightning, which is Apple. You have USB-C to USB-C, Android, and then you have USB-C to micro USB. These 3 cords are your standard for any type of connection for RC to phone. So we'll go ahead and unbox the ND filters here. So in the premium package, there's going to be 4 filters included. Comes in a nice little carrying protected case. We'll go ahead and open it up here. So there's going to be an ND4 filter, an ND8 filter, ND16, and an ND32, all to give you those different spectrums of recording and shade from any type of overexposure, which is a nice feature. All of these included ND filters are definitely valuable assets when shooting in any type of overexposed settings. Next piece we're going to pull out is going to be the battery docking station. So this is a 3-port docking station for the batteries that's going to come in the premium package. Definitely an upgrade worth having, especially when you fly multiple flights in a single session. So with the Autel batteries, at least the Evo Lite Plus, these batteries are going to slide on, as opposed to when I use my DJI, I kind of push them in. These actually slide on, so you have to push the release buttons at the top or the back of it to get it on and off to ensure a stable connection with the battery to the port. Now let's get into some nitty gritty here. So here is the Autel Evo's remote. So this is definitely a little different if you're used to a DJI where you got the square body. This is definitely more Xbox gaming controller designed. It's got a cool little carbon fiber top there. Similarly to other drones, you're gonna have a couple buttons on the top. You have a function, a record button, and the gimbal axis wheel. So you can change that gimbal degree tilt. So it's got a nice feel. It's a functional alternative style to your traditional drone remote. So overall with this controller, it is comfortable, it's intuitive to use. The one drawback on it is it's not going to offer any storage for the thumbsticks when they're removed, nor the phone cable for the controller. So it's not necessarily a deal breaker that there's no storage for these things, but it's definitely a change and attitude of more mindfulness when you're taking them out and putting them in the bag or putting them where you need to be during transportation. I will say that one of the most attractive aspects of this drone is the competitive price tag. Right now, the standard kit on Autel is running at $999, and the premium package is running at $1150. For all the bells and whistles that this thing has, you really can't beat that price. Let's just take a look around the bag here itself real quick. It's got nice padding. It's got ample space for your batteries, for your remotes, ND filters, all that good. Everything fits solidly and nicely tight into this bag. It's definitely protected. So what better time than to pull this bad boy out? So here is the drone itself. Surprisingly, for the size that it is, it's relatively lightweight. This thing is just a piece of work. It's definitely a beautiful drone. It's nice, relatively compact. And this camera is just banging. It's a 1-inch CMOS 20 megapixel camera. It's got the ability to record in 6K at 30 frames per second, which is just phenomenal, and you get some stunning footage with this. Evo Lite Plus features a folding design that's going to make it a lot more compact for transportation and storage. Folded, the drone is about 210 by 123 by 95 millimeters. Unfolded, it's ranging at 427, 384, and 95 millimeters unfolded, alongside a weight of 835 grams, so it's not extremely bulky. Let's go ahead, give this bird its wings. So these arms are just going to pull out horizontally straight from the drone. No downward motion, upward motion. These just come straight out. It's got a pretty decent wingspan. Like I said, the carbon fiber arms are a nice little touch, and there is the camera itself staring right at you. We'll go ahead, open the props, and take a good look at it. Coming from the bottom angle, we'll just go ahead and take a look at the underbelly of this. So there's going to be the auxiliary landing light, and then a couple of altitude or attitude sensors that are going to give us the distance off the ground. Then turning it back over, we've got the battery that slides right in. And the Lite Plus comes in 3 different colors. There's the orange, deep gray, and Arctic white. And as you can see here, I opted for the white. Yeah, it might be more challenging in future flights to keep clean, but I like the sleek design of the white. A couple notes on the functionality of this drone. So it's got a top speed in ludicrous mode at 40 miles an hour. The standard mode's got a top speed at 22 miles an hour, and the third mode, which is smooth, which is the more cinematic style, is going to be hitting at about 11 miles per hour. So now we're getting to the real juice of the fruit. So here we are with the Autel Evo Lite Plus's camera. So this has a 20 megapixel 1-inch sensor and offers an equivalent focal length of 29 millimeters alongside an adjustable f2.8 to f11 aperture, so giving you a huge range of dynamic with filtering. The adjustable aperture is the most useful for videographers, cinematographers, because it allows them a better control over the exposure alongside the ND filters that came in this package. Overall, the image quality coming out of this camera is just superb. In terms of video resolutions, the Evo Lite Plus can capture a 5.4K up to 30 frames per second, a 4K up to 60 frames per second, 2.7K up to 60 frames per second, and HD up to 120 frames per second. If you're in the market for a new drone, I will say that the Evo Lite Plus is going to be an excellent value for the money, alongside all the features most people will ever need. This drone just kind of hits all the sweet spots and doesn't hit the bank too hard for you. So if you're looking for a new drone, check this one out. It might be worth a shot. Thanks for watching. I hope you check out more. Hit the subscribe button, give a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.